In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to record fraud charges in QuickBooks Online. When fraud happens on your bank or credit card account, you want to make sure it's recorded correctly in QuickBooks so your financial reports stay accurate. The goal is to clearly track the fraudulent charge and then cleanly show the refund when your bank reverses it, without overstating your real business expenses. Let's start with recording the fraudulent charge itself. In QuickBooks Online, go to the plus icon at the top of the screen. This is sometimes labeled as New. From that menu, choose Expense. This tells QuickBooks that you're entering money that left your bank or credit card account. On the expense form, first select the correct bank or credit card account where the fraud actually appeared. Then, enter the amount of the fraudulent charge exactly as it shows on your statement. For the payee or vendor field, use your bank or card company since they are the institution that processed the transaction. If you already have them set up as a vendor, just select them. If not, you can add them as a new vendor here. Next, move down to the Category Details section. Here, choose an account such as Fraud Expense, Fraud Loss, or if you don't have a dedicated account, you can temporarily use something like Bank Charges. Ideally, create or use a specific account so these items are easy to track and review later. This keeps the fraud separate from your normal operating expenses and makes it easier for you or your accountant to analyze. You can add a clear description, like fraudulent charge pending bank investigation, and include the date the fraud occurred to help with future reference. Once everything looks correct, click Save and Close. At this point, the fraudulent charge is recorded as an expense in QuickBooks and will match what you see on your bank feed. Now let's cover what to do when the bank refunds the money. When you receive a reimbursement, you need to record it so it offsets the fraud expense. You can do this in one of two common ways. One option is to create a deposit or other income type transaction and code it back to the same fraud or bank charges account you used for the original expense. This effectively nets the two amounts out, showing that the loss was reversed. Alternatively, if you or your accountant prefer, you can use a journal entry to credit the same expense account and debit the bank account. The key idea is that the refund must be linked to the same account you used for the original fraud charge, so your books show that the issue was resolved and your net expense is accurate.